good to go. Hey guys, so in a number of my other videos I talk about different anchors to make with longer slings. The last one was with a triple length using a quad anchor. And then one a while ago, before that, was how I made a quad anchor with my quad sling. And if any of you guys watched that, you know I would start by doubling over the sling, and then I would bend a section, and then use that to tie a BHK, or it's known by many other names. Not like that. I pass the ends through this so that way it couldn't untie itself, and then on this side I do an overhand. But the deal with that is it's a little bit more complex and it's a little bit more annoying to tie. You have to do it a couple times sometimes. And I just learned this other way, which was totally blew my mind. And it's a way easier way to make your anchors smaller, but with a lot less finagling. And what I mean by that is a lot of people, you can just loop it twice over, tie 2 limiter knots in the anchor, and then you have a quad anchor. But the deal with that is it's still pretty long material, so your master point ends up hanging pretty low. The whole point of me bending this over and tying a knot like this was to make it less material, so that way my master point was higher. And so the new way that I found is, instead of looping over twice, you get the long anchor, you could loop that over again, and you get material that's too short to add 2 knots into. So now we're gonna meet the middle and do 3 loops. So the way how you do that is, instead of halving it and then halving that again, is you do 1 loop, 2 loop to make it into thirds, and you just pull all that extra slack out. I find the bar tacking right there. Get that off to the side, and then we just tie 2 limiter knots. Just simple overhand limiter knots. And then boom, look at that. It's so easy. It's a lot smaller. I can clip it to my bolts right here. And then you do have to adjust these knots a bit higher up, just for the first time. And then there you have your quad anchor. Now it's not exactly a quad. I guess we could call this like a 6-leg anchor or something like that, because it's actually 6 points, but it still functions the same way as a quad. It's just every one gets 3 strands instead of 2. And yeah, so that's how I've been tying my quad anchors now. I can't believe it took me 3 years before I finally figured this out. And I didn't even figure it out. I stole it off Instagram, but I can't believe it took me 3 years to find this out anyway. So thanks for watching. Happy climbing.